From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Once again, Judkins. And a pretty good burst right there as they'll take this down to the 33. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
10 yards. That's good for a Browns first down.
On play action, here's Shedeur. He's got a man. It's his fullback. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thank you. Fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So on 4th down, the Ravens send Ryan Eckley out to punt. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Give up the middle. Jenkins down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
This will be caught. Judy. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Sanders going to throw again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal. So now it's 2nd down. Here's Sanders. It's going to be caught for a touchdown. In a touchdown. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Ravens nothing. Andre Schmidt to kick off for Cleveland.
Now following the touchdown, Schmidt back out there to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Pass midfield, look out. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So first and 10 now from the 30. Sanders. This is Boston. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
At the 26-yard line.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
Andre Schmidt on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Browns drive about to get started.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
For a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2.
Now Sanders. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Sanders to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's to give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down, Baltimore.
A first down carry for Henry. Nifty move. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Ravens.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. They keep it with Henry on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Jackson now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Running left, it's Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jackson to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about no man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now they'll change things up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 72 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
It's 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Now the former Volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And some room to work. Down to the 10. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. Sampson will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
At the 4-yard line.
Judkins will score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
This is the type of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortune. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Browns 17. Ravens 13. Andre Schmidt to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Lamar changing the play. Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket.
Come on, we're throwing the fucking ball.
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. He'll be caught. And they'll get this well past the field before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of 32. 1st down, Baltimore.
Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. And this going to wind up incomplete. So they took a chance on the fake spike. Doesn't work out. But at least here, the clock does stop with the incompletion.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Jackson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Jackson to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock.
Man, look at that bullshit.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Checks it down to Jenkins. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
For a Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage. He's going to run on 1st down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing, Sanders. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Cherish these moments and more than on top of the line, the more than one. I'm proud of me achievement. You want to get your from nothing to something. You from the top of the mountain. Can you see me? ride through the city with my mind intact. Oh. Talk my shit, I eat up every beat I rap on. Bitch, that'll be on young nigga shit, young turn. They listen to a young nigga shit all in the turn. Big fitty, got as much as I can fit inside the brain. 100 motherfucker have a ticket on the money. Bitch, you been on that baby son, all I do is think. She know that I like they dope, I get the pack on. I love to talk my shit, I eat up every beat I rap on. Bitch, that'll be on young nigga shit, young turn. They listen.
In a matter of months.
Final hours on this giveaway.
Actually, I'm calling you because you have good amount of deletion tests on your file.
I had this bad shit, the damn she was holding. Had me messed up in the head, I mean, whoa.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and Reliant Stadium, the home of the Texans. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Off we go from Houston. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. First carry for David Montgomery. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8 and is past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. More time for Montgomery. He can be swelled up and taken down. That play goes nowhere. Stuck behind the line for a loss.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. Now Stroud. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
He cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
At their own 34-yard line.
On the ground, a first carry for James Cook. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And they'll bring this up to the 48-yard line. And that's a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Once again, it's Cook. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. That's Henry To'oTo'o on the tackle. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 7. So now they'll throw it with Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 7 yards to go.
From the gun, Josh Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. A gain there of 11. First down, Buffalo.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bills first down.
And they're not going to snap it. We have come to the end of the first quarter of play. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. They had that play dialed up defensively, stopped them in the backfield. Loss of the yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Allen working from the pistol. This one caught by Khalil Shakir.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense. They've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A gain there of 10 yards. First down for Houston.
47-yard line.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll come up now again. Good news, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. From the gun, here's Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Marks. to the 5-yard line.
He was brought down by Gregory Rousseau. Pick up of 2. Brings up second.
Now here's second and goal.
At the Bills' 5-yard line.
Stroud to throw. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
Good job.
And his offense is going to be all set up with a huge field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
Oh, a huge mistake. Intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie.
I think this is one of those interceptions, Mike, that when the ball left his hand, he simply just didn't even see the corner. And now they're playing what they call cover 3. So that corner, he's responsible for the deep outside third of the field. And he's just playing in space, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he just threw it right to him.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 15-yard line. Trying to keep the momentum going after the turnover. They have delivered with a quick first down. They'll go play action with Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. Inside the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 82 yards. Touchdown, Houston. So now this to get them back to even heading into the break. The kick here is good. One more point, and that takes us to the end of the first half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the 33, here's second down and 7. Now it's Allen. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First down, Bills.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here's we start the second half.
First and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
Here's a second and 3 from the 33. A run with Cook, And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. We'll try and run here with Cook. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
Brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. It's Allen. He works free. Right side.
Allen's pass complete to Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Now pass to tack on the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead. Following the touchdown, pass is back to kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. He'll swing this out to Montgomery. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pick.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Oh, that one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the 2nd half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. There's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
And they will not run another play. That'll do it. The end of the 3rd. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 5. The 4th quarter begins with a run by Cook. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
On the handoff, this is Cook. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
He'll try it now with Cook. And he's going to have the Bills' first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
2 yards. First down, Buffalo.
They'll run the toss with Cook. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll drop to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. So right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout by the defense with 1:56 to go. So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
That's all you need right there. Good snap, good hold, and now you make it a 2-possession game. This late in the fourth quarter, I'm just not sure there's enough time to overcome it.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
So often everybody wants to blame the offensive line for sacks, but in a lot of situations, Mike, sacks are a quarterback stat.
On 2nd down, Stroud. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
19.
Now Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell.
Stroud's pass intercepted by the Bills. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Good guy, man. It's Chiefs, not Chips. I'm trying to see how many times you go.
Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, hey. Bring them out, bring them out. VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see about me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it for shouty, he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, boy, I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring them out, bring them out.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Up next, it's our main event between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And here we go from L.A. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook.
Cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Now Stafford to throw. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
So they dodge an opening drive turnover, but this drive could stall out if they don't convert here. It's 3rd down. Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And the run will not get there. They're turned away right near that marker. Now it's 4th down.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Через начало.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Detroit Lions. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Makes it 3rd and
Backed
11.
up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Goff now to throw. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 50 yards. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Broken tackle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Throwing is Hurts. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Yeah, good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. 11 yards there, just like last play. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 32 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Williams, a man in motion right. And they'll run it here. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Goff now looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Here's Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
He'll go to Barkley again. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage. But not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Goff. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good look for that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They are going for it. Goff. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Ball, man. Good job, man. You already see his checkers. Chess, not checkers. Because he wasn't going to get it back, bro. I'm finna start playing everybody like that.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second down and 3. Dart going to give to Scannaboo.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Throwing his Dart. And that is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Oh, trying to get the sun, and he muffs it.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet, the little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. A bunch of them go up when they're off trying to get to the football, don't they?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just floated from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
To throw his Dart.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
1st and goal, Giants.
A first carry now for Tyrone Tracy.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart.
Being chased out left. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal.
They'll try to throw for it with Dart.
He's got it. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
A gain of 2 yards. It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll go. Here's Dart.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand.
Now they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. From his own goal line, Darnold.
He'll get this complete to the tight end Barner.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Early on, you just want to get your quarterback in a rhythm, and that's exactly what they're trying to do with that short completion. Build some confidence, and then you can start working the ball farther down the field.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw is Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try in the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. An inside run with Scatteroo. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9. From the gun, here's Dart. And his throw is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
And 9 yards to go.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. To the air, Dart. That's complete to his running back, Scatteroo. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here's Dart. They'll roll him out right. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's Dart. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Scatteroo. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, New York.
Darnell Mooney. There to make the grab. And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now it's Darnold. Open man is Barner to tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Has it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Darnold now to throw. Finding Smith-Njigba downfield. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
Charbonnet is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Myers on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Looking to put a drive together. On the give here, Charbonnet. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, it's Charbonnet. And he'll get it out to midfield. It's spotted right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6 at the Giants' 46-yard line.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33.
That's good.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 25. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll run it here with Charbonnet. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Loose. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. On the ground, it's Scatterbo to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Dart going to look to throw here.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's Charbonnet.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that's going to be caught. Oh, one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Giants 6. Jason Myers to kick off.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Well, now how about this return? A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Back to throw. He'll buy some time right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
Dart to throw on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Zach Charbonnet, 32 yards. And the Seahawks are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6.
Next to score, Seahawks 17, Giants 6. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Dart escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Here's 2nd down. Throwing his Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. It's just going to take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
He's got Johnson, and he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Well, 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Now Dart. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Dart looking to throw again. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
The Giants 1st down.
Here's first down.
Set. Running. Hey, over.
Dart. There's a short one caught by Johnson.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 on the Seahawks' 25-yard line.
But to throw once more, here's Dart. Finds his man over the middle. It's likely.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Now 1st and goal. Here's Dart.
And it's caught.
Dart's pass. Complete.
2nd and goal from the 1.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the Seahawks 1.
Throwing his Dart.
Rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.